What's up, everybody? My name is Chanel. I'm a real estate coach, real estate investor, and general contractor in 2 states. So, the reason I'm doing this video today is because I feel like there's small things that really cause wholesalers to fail. I have been wholesaling since 2019, and I kind of see like the same things over and over and over. And it's what I tell my students to always be aware of because it's easy to get caught up in. I've been there when I first started, so I get the pain. I understand. So let's get started with reason number 3, and I'll work my way down to number 1. So reason number 3 is analysis paralysis. It is so freaking common because we all overthink. Analysis paralysis, for those who don't know, is when you have the inability to make a decision due to overthinking a situation or problem. Now, for layman's terms, it's basically when you feel like you don't have enough information or you have too much information, so you literally get caught up in the rut of trying to learn more, trying to figure this out, trying to understand this, to the point where you literally don't do anything. Like I said, when I first started, it's something I suffered with. It was annoying as hell because I'm like, well, I need to figure this out. Let me go on Google and see if I can figure this out. Let me contact my mentor and see if I can figure this out. I don't really know this because I need to figure this out. So I ended up not doing anything. It was a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted money because I could have been making all of my assignment fees during that time, but I literally did nothing because I felt like I didn't have enough information. Now, I'm not saying you should just, learn that wholesaling is literally finding a motivated seller, getting their property under contract and then selling it and then just go off and just start wholesaling. No, you should honestly understand the process, make sure you're doing things legally, ethically, morally, and efficiently. However, don't get caught up in trying to know everything or trying to figure out every problem before you start. Learn the basics of what you need to know, learn enough information so you're confident enough in your abilities, and trust me, there's always a situation where you won't know. We won't know anything until we're in that situation. So again, don't get caught up in analysis paralysis. It sucks. It's stupid, but it's something that we all experience. So yes. Reason number 2 is failing to niche down. Honestly, again, when I started, I was caught up with, trying to find that golden nugget, right? Which lead type was going to get me the most money, which lead type was going to be the easiest for me, which lead type was going to need less attention or efforts than the others, right? So I was trying to target everyone, and some of my students, they do the same thing. They're trying to target pre-foreclosures, vacants, absentee-owned, distressed landlord, or tired landlords, or water shutoffs, divorce. Like, you're trying to target everyone. So you're only sending, one mailer to this person, you're cold calling this person one time, and it's like you're not getting any results because you're not being specific. Even when, when you're on PropStream, you want to be specific as possible with what you're looking for. If you're looking for a property that has been owned for 13 years, maybe you want to look at, when were they built? They were built before this year. They were built between these years. Or they've been owned for this amount of time. They have this percentage of equity. So you really want to niche down onto the people and the seller type that you're targeting. You want to be super specific with the type of people that you're going after so that you can, really dial down on how you're going to target them, what kind of people you're going to target, what areas do they live in, what zip code is your zip code that you want to target. And by all means, if you're already niching down and you're doing stuff and it's not working, find a new market. I mean, virtual wholesaling is like the greatest thing right now. A lot of us are doing it. It's what I'm doing. I don't even wholesale in my own backyard. All of my efforts are virtual. So I mean, if you're doing everything and it's still not working in that specific market, try another one. But be super specific on what it is that you're doing, or the kind of seller type that you're going after, or the type of lead type that you're going after. So really niche down.
That's how you do it, shit.
Could be niche down, could be saying it wrong, but really be specific on the kind of people that you want to target, the kind of property problem you want to help solve. Because there are so many different types of distressed sellers. There are so many different types of, issues that you can help with, but you need to know exactly who it is you're targeting and who it is you're looking to help. So be specific. Now, my reason number one, it applies to literally everything, not just with wholesaling, but with everything. It's something that is so simple, but it's something that a lot of people really lack, and that is consistency. Yes, consistency. For some reason, I've noticed a lot of wholesalers, they'll get fed up after sending one mailer to one person and they didn't get any results. It's like, why are we doing that, right? You should always be consistent when you're trying to contact a certain group of people or a person for that matter. Because me personally, I look at it, when I send my mailers, I look at it like how I would respond to it. If someone sends me a mailer, I have no idea who they are, what they want, or nothing about them or no history with them, I'm not going to look at that mailer. I'm just going to throw it away, or it'll be something my kids can draw on. It's just something I'll completely ignore. So me, when I send my mailers, I know that I have to send a minimum of 5 to literally the same people in order to even get any traction. If I send up to 8 and I don't get anything, then it's a loss. Like, I'll try a different way. But you cannot send just one and expect, that to be your greatest assignment fee deal yet. Like, that's just not how it works. A lot of us always tell people, like, we all say the same things. The money is in the follow-up. Always in the follow-up. If you sent them a mailer, then, maybe you can try calling them the next time. If they don't answer, try sending a text. Like, try different ways of contact to the same person. You can't just try one way and expect that to be it. It's not that simple. For some people it is. Some people, they literally lock up that first deal on that first call, which is absolutely phenomenal. But realistically, you want to try and try and try again. Be consistent in your efforts. If you strictly want to do cold calling, have a backup strategy for that. If they don't answer the call, send them a text. A lot of people, they won't answer a call, but they'll answer a text immediately. So try different things, but you have to be consistent in your efforts. Without consistency, there's literally barely any success. Like, consistency is key, so I cannot stress that enough. Be consistent in your efforts, okay? Like, there's so many different, things that, so many different ways that people communicate. So it's not a one-size-fit-all kind of thing. A lot of people don't like text. Some people like calls. Some people don't like calls, but they like mailers, so they want to call you instead on their time. So, be consistent, honestly. It's so simple, but it's something that a lot of people just don't do. So I know a lot of people, a lot of my students especially, they'll say, I don't think wholesaling is really for me. Maybe it isn't, but, have you tried? Have you put in effort? Are you being consistent, most importantly? So consistency is key. So those are my 3 reasons why wholesalers fail. Of course, there are always more, but those are my top 3. I will be sharing more of my knowledge on wholesaling on this YouTube channel, so please feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys at the next video.